I just want to take this time to thank everybody who has been a huge supporter of mine, who stood by my side, who listened to all of my tears that I cried for 7 years, who stood on the sidelines cheering me on, who held my hand, who helped me with homework, and everybody that just knew I could do it. I appreciate it, and I love you all. A special shout out to my parents, who from day one never gave up on me. They supported me not only financially and spiritually, they've been in my corner. But you know what? The biggest shout out of all goes to me, because I did it. I didn't give up, and I fought for what I wanted. I completed my dream. First one in the family. Now my future kids have something to look at. Look at what mommy did. I'm just glad that I can finally say I'm an alumni. I wasn't such a great high school student, and my favorite class was the hallway. I did not really want to listen to my parents or to anybody else that was wiser than myself about do what you gotta do in school, do it to the best of your ability. I just was a kid and I wanted to have fun and just goof off, basically. But when I was in second grade, I had a dream that I was gonna go to college. And that dream came back to me around my last semester, junior year. So ever since then, I worked my butt off and got on the honor roll. I applied to Ball State 4 times. The first time, I was told my grades weren't good enough from the previous years that I was at school. The second time, it was about the same story. The third time I applied, I went to Ivy Tech for a year, but I applied. No. The first time I applied, I was told my grades wasn't good enough from high school. The second time I applied, I was halfway through my first year at Ivy Tech, and I was on the dean's list, but they said I needed to wait an entire year. The third time I applied, I didn't pass a class, and they told me that I had to pass it with a C or better in order to come to Ball State. So the fourth time I applied, I did great, dean's list, almost all A's, and I was accepted so fast that I got an email as my acceptance letter. It said, congratulations, you've been accepted to Ball State University. Now get down here now in 2 days and get your life. So I packed up my entire life that weekend basically and was down in Ball State on that Tuesday, and it was wonderful. My dream was finally coming true. I could touch it, I could see it, everything. So after my first semester at Ball State, they're like, you know what? You're gonna have to go home because you don't have the finances to stay at Ball State. I was under the impression that student loans and Sally Mae was gonna pay my way. Nah, that's not true. So I had to take out subsidized and unsubsidized loans. My parents had to take out loans for me. I got help numerous ways, numerous people. Oh my god, my grandparents helped me some. Like it was just a lot. I got alumni funds, like everything. So, anyways, through that, I was able to stay in school semester after semester, year after year for a while. Almost every semester they told me I was going home. That was not fun. And I always came back with a check like, look at my guy, won't he do it, won't he do it? So that was the great part about it. Other than that, I was placed on academic probation and my grades severely fell because that was actually the first time my grades fell dramatically, because the transition from a community college to a university is not that easy and it kind of kicks my butt. So that wasn't so great. And then after that, um, we lost some family members along the way, and my grades fell again. And I actually got kicked out of Ball State because you got to keep that GPA up. So I wrote them a letter appealing, explaining to them how the transition kind of kicked my butt, and then how we lost some loved ones, and I was just grieving, and they allowed me back in. Then after that, my grades fell yet again, and I got kicked out again when my grandmother passed away. So I had to write another letter letting them know that my heart and soul just left this earth, and that everything was going wrong. Like, it was so much in my personal life that was just everything designed to keep a person not to finish school. But as determined as I was, as determined as I am, I was not going to give up. Told my grandmother that December 2011, I was going to graduate. I was going to walk across the stage. So, around that time, I convinced my advisor and the dean and the head of the Department of Telecommunications to let me walk across that stage and graduate with all of the graduates that I was going to graduate with in 2011. And I was saying, I told my grandmother that I was graduating that year. And that's what I meant. That's what I wanted to do. They're like, we usually don't do this, but you're one semester away from graduating because you have only a few classes to take. So why not? Everything was great. I walked across that stage. 2011. Grandma was there. She was going to be there regardless, okay? And it was a really great day. I really loved my graduation. I was so excited and so happy. So technically, I was a graduate of Ball State University. But traditionally, I was not an alumni yet, as I did not actually have my degree in my hand. So I went to go sign up for the other 3 classes until my advisor said, wait a minute, Brittany, there's one more class that you need to take, and you can't take it online through Ivy Tech. You have to take it here on campus. And I'm like, what? But I just graduated. I'm gonna look stupid. Everybody just saw me. And I had to take the class anyway. So I tried to sign up for it, and guess what happened? You don't have enough money. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Forget it. I didn't have any money because I had already maxed out on all of my undergraduate financial aid that I could possibly get. So I had to wait until I was 24, is what they told me. Worst case scenario, wait until you're 24, you come back to school and you can finish. I'm like, what? I think I had just turned 22. So I'm like, are you serious right now? Are you freaking kidding me? So I waited until I was 24. And then guess what happened? They sent me to the debt collectors. Told me I was not allowed to even try to register for college or anything because I had to pay almost $9,000. I'm like, are you serious? This is what I was told. oh, there's nothing we can do, there's nothing we can do. They said that for about a good year and a half. I'm like, I'm 24 and I can't even go to school. So like I am crying. And I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? And then by the point I tried to contact them again, I was 25. I drove 3.5 hours to Muncie to go and see what I can do about my education, to let them know that I was serious. And once again, they said no. So then, yeah, I was 24. Yeah, I think I was 24. I don't remember. Anyways, so this year, the year that I turned 25, my back hurts. Oh my God. Okay. So I got back in contact with them, and my advisor told me, you know what? Your major has changed. They don't even offer your major anymore. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't even register for school. Are you serious? I can't even get my degree. And he's like, no. Listen, you don't have to take that on-campus class anymore. So now you can finish up through Ivy Tech and just transfer your courses over. And then all you have to do is pay Ball State your $6,000 that you owe them instead of paying the debt collectors $9,000, and you'll be great. I'm like, okay. So the opportunity finally opened up after tears and prayers and so much more that I cannot even possibly go into without making this an hour-long video. And I finally registered with Ivy Tech as a student. Today, I transferred over my very last courses ever, unless I just want to go back to school for my master's. I was terrified that I couldn't pass this one marketing class because the teacher was serious. Like, she had a problem with me. And I'm not just saying that, like, I would show you the emails. I don't even know why she had a problem with me. She didn't even know me. But, yeah, and then I didn't do so great on the final. But when I checked my grades today, and I passed every class, it meant everything to me. Everything. Like, 7 years, tears, has finally come to an end. And now I'm an actual legit Ball State University. Who works on a degree for 7 years? I did. And I never gave up, even being out of school for 3 years, because I didn't have the money to go back. Through changing my major, through losing loved ones, everything that was designed to tear me down, and I fought my way, and I fought my way hard to finish my dream, and I completed it. So that is my story. Done! Yes! Side note, shout out to Don Pablo's for supplying your girl with a congratulatory dinner today. Paid for my appetizers, my lunch, my dessert, my drink. Like, the manager was so sweet. So, shout out to Don Pablo. But, yeah. I thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's 15 minutes. But, hey, God is good. It's because of you. Because of God, all things are possible. God made the earth and everything in it in 7 days. And He let me complete everything as far as my school dreams are concerned in 7 years. Today, I saw the love of God. Thanks. Turn up, I'm done. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up, turn it up, turn it out, turn it out, turn it out.